Day 3. This is a big day, baby. This is it. On day 3, I took Hansel to the dealership so the lumber company can come back and get him. Still not sure why I decided that the Deutz is a male, but thanks, Hans. You were entirely adequate. That's obviously not the big news because today we welcome this. We have Big Red, massive farm machine, the 7722 Dyna 6 Massey Ferguson, which I am naming Stacy. That's right, Stacy. And here you can see the bonus extra purchase of a big old hydraulic front end. This is the biggest agricultural hydro front end I think you can buy from Stoll or anybody else, but my baby's got big lift up front. And look at these tires. Holy cow. Bam! That is some thick tires. So, why Stacy? Short for Anastasia, Grand Duchess of Russia. Get it? Big red tractor, Russia. I know red was communist and not the czars, but she's a big red lady, so it's Russia. And so I went with Anastasia, and I call her Stacy for short. God, she's such a beast and sounds great. I wish I had recorded it right. All the options, all the features I could get. All the safety things, all the bells and whistles, except for the big beastie engine, because holy cow is that expensive. Mucho money. But every other farm, family, safety, power, comfort, and trim widget I could get got bought. 0 hours on the engine. Again, big tires, sounds great, hauls, she's quick. It's like a race car handling compared to the other ones. All these farm features are now mine. She's got more horsepower than anything I've ever had. And was just ready to go. So she's dressed for success, rivet gun ready, and we are headed to work. First task is to load up the bucket scraper on the front and the big roller on the back, and pretty up the space for where the shoulder shack was going to go, but is now going to be something else. Scrape and roll, scrape and roll. Look at this space. It's amazing. I can't believe I've got all this out of the way. As soon as I can get these logs, hint, hint, that would be fantastic. Make me some money and get all this stuff out of here. I spent the rest of the day doing donuts in the field and checking my future first farm field space because I have priorities. On day 4, I didn't do anything on the farm. I didn't record anything, but I did things. I went into town, took care of shopping and my normal needs, my weekly shower. I know that sounds gross, but I only get a real shower, once a week. The rest of the time, it's sort of nurse baths in the trailer. What can you do? I didn't film it because why would I? But rest assured, shopping and a couple new shirts and a nice meal out was very exciting. Day 5. Yep, day 5. Wait for it. Look at these trucks. That's right. Dillon Signature Structures. Shout out. They got there right quick and exactly on time. I didn't know it was going to be 3 big old trucks, including a full tractor trailer. Guy didn't care. He didn't care. He rolled right on up. It wasn't cheap, but here they are. 6 guys, 4 hours, a bunch of rocks, a 6-pack of beer or 3, and a truck full of steel beams and sheets, and you get... this beauty of a building. No solar, sadly, but it has a nice diesel generator and battery pack that runs these super efficient lights. Plus, I can now hook up my trailer and boom, recharge my power. I spent the rest of the day power washing everything and moving all my crap into the shelter. I spent the afternoon thinking I had a huge shelter and not that much stuff, but I ended the day thinking I might need to buy another one of these shelters. Look at all this stuff. I still can't sell logs, and it's now started to rain a lot. And checking the forecast, it's going to call for more rain. Days of rain, several days of rain. So, well, all my new equipment is now clean, but I can't do much with it. I looked into what sort of work I can do in the rain. Lumber is at right out. That's no go. And like a couple of the farm places I go online, these forums and stuff, you know, they've always got these old hands that are willing to share their wisdom, but there's always the one guy who's like, no, that's the perfect time to go out and harvest is in the pouring rain. Make sure you get all that wet corn up in your combine harvester. But the real issue is just it's health and safety more than anything. The tractors will be fine in the rain, other than slipping and possibly getting stuck. But I could fall and hurt myself, or slide and tip the tractor over or something terrible. So yeah, in the rain, nothing gets done. So I will check in with you after this. So, day 6. It's been raining buckets, and it is a miserable, miserable mess. I mean, it's rough. And even worse, on day 6, I shipped Alice off. She's just been sitting here. I found someone. It's going to be a slow process. The guy I hired does restorations, and he's very qualified, but he's warned me it will not be simple. He has to strip Alice basically down to a frame and the engine block, and then put everything back together, replacing and cleaning as he goes. He's not demanding money yet, so I don't have to pay anything, well, except for right now. You watch Alice being shipped away, probably. But again, it's going to cost me money, which I'm already spending a lot of. I actually spent more than I made this week, I'm pretty sure, and it's only day 6. So Alice is getting shipped to this guy. He's going to get started on work, and then I'll have to send him money. I don't know how long it's going to take. The guy usually does resto mods and sort of fancy restorations, classic tractors, from the, I don't know, whatever the golden age of tractors is. I don't know. But I won't have Alice here, and I would love a second tractor, but that's what it is. I also talked to my lawyer friend, same lawyer friend who convinced me to sign off on the, speaking of Alice, the destruction of Alice. I also need to send her money, I guess. But she said I could file a credit card dispute with Solar Shack or threaten to take him to court or both. I called him back, talked to yet another person who was sure he could take my money, but I had no idea how to refund it. I looked up Solar Shack. I mean, I did some research prior, but they seem to have been an actual company. This isn't a scam. They are just overwhelmed by orders, and I don't need another. I mean, I could use another shed, but I don't need the Solar Shack, as it costs more than the one I have now, which I still have to finish paying for. But it's actually smaller inside, so that's not gonna help. So, yeah, I don't know how to get my money back from them. I don't know if I want to take them to court. So I've left messages with their help desk sort of thing, their customer service people, and we'll see what happens. On day 7, it rained a lot all day. just all day, just buckets. I don't know what to do. I can't do anything in this rain. I will post somewhere here. I have my funds for the week, which is not great. So instead, I was going to stay in my camper all day, but my camper does not have air conditioning, and it kind of turned into a sauna. So I actually sat out in Molly, because she's the most comfortable place to sit, and I did research on my phone. I went and looked at general maintenance on all my vehicles, things I need to keep up with, how to change some filters. I also learned there's a lot of cool buttons and network things in the tractor and in Molly, none of which I can use. I'm too far out and disconnected to use any of it. If I had a farm with a network, or I had other equipment that was networked, they could talk to each other. There's GPS stuff that it does. So now I know, I think I know what all the buttons in Molly and Stacy do. But that's the end of day 7.